And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
To 15 hours trying to get our internet to work properly.
Yeah.
I thought I had this Nest system all set up. It's not set up. When I go to the last straw was I went to find a customer service number and it says there wasn't one for Google Nest.
Wow.
And I just started crying and Jay caught me and I wish he hadn't, but he did.
Was that
I got a little recording of it. You gotta put your headphones on to hear it. You didn't know I recorded your crying? Give her a little taste.
Verizon? There's no number for the Nest.
Someone's got to get a grip here and show some manliness.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, after finding a number and going through everything, it just completely disconnected our entire Sonos system, which is what I was absolutely trying to avoid.
They took it away. Here's a great thing about, I'll tell you, West Elm called today, couch being fixed next Tuesday.
That's nice.
We're back in.
That's great news.
We're back in.
Christine, you look fantastic.
Yeah, you look fantastic. Nice clavicle.
Sick clavs.
Sick clavs.
Yo, sick ass.
Hey, before we
clavs.
get started, can we, speaking of our gorgeous friend Evelyn,
Yeah.
can we check in on her to see maybe they stopped poisoning her? Maybe there's a little sun came out.
Do you
Maybe
think she's posted since?
I think she might have posted, but let's see. Maybe she posted, "Hey guys, I'm feeling better today."
I will tell you, in Bonfire character,
Yeah.
bringing to the table, you win hands down. The midget that I brought to the table that's very funny, it's too much one video. The audio is worthless almost. Also, he is in on it. The midget's in on it. It's in my algorithm too much. I'm seeing the holes on it. It's stupid. They're doing skits, basically. It's not that funny. That guy also already has like millions,
Yeah.
I think, of followers. So it's just like a shticky thing people subscribe to.
Mm-hmm.
Evelyn, I believe, is a diamond in the rough.
Is being poisoned by
She is being
her neighbors.
poisoned.
But we have to check in on her. It's Monday, maybe over the weekend. The case was solved.
Well, what's her story, Bobby?
Well, her story is basically she's being poisoned. She lives in Canada. She's an older woman, and her neighbors apparently are funneling in poison nonstop and trying to kill her slowly.
Now, the neighbors are also, I believe, lightly involved with the government.
They're very involved with the government, and the government is involved somehow with them. So there's an outside source. There's an outside entity, but we're always giving hope that maybe on a Monday
Maybe
we
the
come in.
evil, as she puts it, the evil is stopped.
Stopped. She figured it out, and it's better up in Canada for our girl Evelyn. Can you see what's happening with her?
Oh, when's it
Someone
from? Oh, 11 hours ago.
11 hours. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so that's good.
Let's go.
Stop them in 412, right? With their fucking technology. It's unbelievable what they can do. And if someone was smart and just watch, they sit way, way down and shine these big, huge, bright lights in my apartment. Some of them look like high beams from cars. Others look like
By the way, pause it.
big round.
You notice Christine's the only person not laughing because she sees this in her not far future.
Yeah.
Christine's going to be barking that neighbors are filtering in poisons to her.
Yeah. If you pass away and Lewis steals Skankfest summer, she'll be
Yeah.
in a room in Canada.
Yeah.
They're trying to kill me. The Puerto Rican scientists. There's lights. They look like high beams because they are. Apparently, she's still being poisoned, Jay. Apparently, it's still going on. Poor Evelyn is still being attacked by light beams now. It's a light beam poison.
Well,
the
it looks like someone shit in her eyes. I mean, her eyes are so closed and red.
Well, if you're being poisoned,
guess.
if you're being poisoned, Jay,
You got to block your eyes.
it's
Yeah.
the poison
Oh, the
that's
poison.
burning your eyes, dude.
Yeah.
And she's crying 24 hours a day. So,
I mean, it looks like somebody really farted in her face.
yeah, dude. I mean, it must hurt her physically to not only be poisoned,
Yeah.
but also to cry all day. If this is a gag, if this is a character, if this is something that somebody made up, man, she's got to win
An award.
I mean something, because
This can't be. You can't be this ugly and that good of an actor.
yeah. I mean,
You know what I mean?
how funny it would be if she was hot, if like they made her look like this.
This is a filter.
Yeah, if that was like
Ugly
some
filter on a smoking hot chick.
that was
Thanks,
Kim,
guys.
that was actually Kim basing it.
That's my character. That's my character, Evelyn. I do a bunch of others. I do a sexy Latina.
Yeah, she is. Man, I
Is
feel
that
bad.
the end of it?
It's gotta stop what they're doing. It's gotta stop.
It's got to stop, Jay.
She's got,
Jay.
she's got a YouTube page.
It's got to stop. She's got a YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube stopped though. It looks like.
Yeah. What if she's dead? What if this is old stuff that somebody's posting?
Wait. Her hair's combed back in that one down there. It's 9 seconds. It looks like possibly she was.
Here we go. This is the beginning. Stop.
I think it's just her looking at
Jesus
the camera.
Christ.
And not
Her trying to figure out her
knowing
camera.
Wow. That was her. That was the beginning, Jay. The
It was
origin.
beginning, yeah.
We need to find her before this somewhere.
The beginning.
We need to find her going, "Hey, here's my dog Fruity. This is my granddaughter."
We have to backtrack.
We have to back.
Evelyn Padias.
What do they call that when we do? What is it called? Social. Sherlock.
No, it's a word I know. It's working
Sure-
back. To me,
sure.
we're saying different things. I'm
Well-
talking about what's the working backwards from the thing, the term. It's we reverse
Engineer.
fucking engineer.
First fucking engineer.
God fucking I would have never gotten the engineer part. I was nowhere near the engineer part at all. But I got reverse. Last second, tipped it in. Wow.
God damn it.
Fuck, dude. That was intense.
Why did that feel so good?
That's
Why being hugged
how
by...
you know we're partners. That was something.
That was something. But
That was something.
when they call it, when the sleuths on the internet
Mm-hmm.
do their little, what do they call that? Is it, what do they call them?
Internet detective?
Is that it? Internet detective?
Internet detective, I think,
Is
is
that
what
it?
it was
Because
called.
that's
I mean,
what
that's
they
the term
solve
I've heard.
crimes, right? That
Sure, yeah.
cat movie, they were called something, right?
Yeah.
We need to go back and find out
Or internet sleuths.
the internet sleuths. That's the.
Is that it?
That's it. No. Come on.
Bring it in, man. Fuck, that feels good. God damn it. Even Evelyn couldn't bring us down on that.
Broke my Eddie Van Halen headphones.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Your EVHs?
My EVHs just broke. My Wolfgang EVHs. What
Your EVHs.
Did you see?
I upgraded to those, Bobby.
They're good,
The
right?
pads.
They're so good.
Eddie Van Halen pads.
Yeah, they're
It's
really
nice.
good. Now,
Sure.
They're at home. I use them at home.
okay. Now,
When I want to rock on my own, Jay,
Yeah.
in my apartment.
Sometimes you gotta rock on your own. I understand.
Exactly.
With some headphones in your own apartment.
so I would think that if you go to her YouTube page, oh, can you type her name in? There has to be somebody that knows her, a relative, somebody. You can't just have, if this is real, you can't just have, if like relatives see this happening and not trying to communicate or trying to help, right?
I can tell you, I know her pretty well now.
Okay. Why?
Because I spent 2 hours pulling 30 clips from her.
How was
and
that? Are you okay?
I had to take a few breaks.
Did you almost drink?
No. But
You're poisoning me now. Oh, I'm Lou.
It's scary.
Was it scary?
Someone tell me why. Why?
Was that Backstreet Boys? Tell me why.
yeah, so I definitely think she's for real. There's a part of me that wanted to believe that something was happening to her, but it's definitely all in her head. She's mentally ill.
All right, but she's mentally ill. But how can somebody mentally ill not have anybody else in her life saying, "Hey"?
Well, that's
This
why
is-
you're mentally ill.
Yeah, but
you see
you can't
this?
just live on your. Someone has to be helping you.
She's a real broken
Did you
record.
see this? As someone is using her videos to go back to that last page. Someone is using my videos to say I have cancer and to donate. This is not true. I do not have cancer and I did not do this. I do not have cancer. Instagram, can't you stop people using other people's videos for false claim?
She has
This is so inappropriate.
30,000 followers. And
Yeah, that's
she
nowhere
gets
near
like
enough.
70 likes every time she complains.
Yeah.
But she has comments off, right?
No, they comment.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They tell her to
dude.
call the cops and
This has gone on too long, okay, Canada?
I can't believe somebody hasn't swatted her. When they send people like the SWAT team to come barging in. Oh, they're here. Government.
I
Why?
wanted to say this.
Oh, fuck.
This has got to be in like if someone has an animation, they're creating a character. This person has to be a new character on something.
Oh, yeah.
Things out my private when I lay down, I can feel soppy. And what they do to my private area is shameful. Look at the things that they do to my body. Look.
I mean, so
An
well,
actor
maybe-
is going to win an Academy Award basing a character on this.
if anybody could find information before, we need to trail it back.
Can you go to the one where she has the hat on? I already know the audio is going to be fantastic.
You know what Canada allows under their citizens? Do you know what's allowed? What's going on right now on the soil of fucking Canada? They're torturing my family. Do you hear me? They blast my son's head where he talks a fucking 100 miles an hour, and they choke and burn us. They hurt us on the soil of Canada.
We know.
Torture.
I like
Do you know what-
the top two comments. Is this the woman from Throw Mama from the Train? Is she okay? Second comment, nobody's helped this woman yet?
That's what's blowing me away.
That's
Is
a
that
fellow Canadian. Has somebody just helped her in some way? Whatever the help is she needs.
nobody has stepped
Poison,
in
her
at
own
all.
brain? No one. She has
Nobody-
no one who loves her.
Nobody gave her a suicide pod from Switzerland that's illegal now.
Yeah.
I mean, she has a home.
She has an apartment,
That's a thing.
which I believe is government issued. I believe it's some type of Section 8 from the looks of it in the neighborhood of it. But again, I'm just internet sleuthing.
Yeah.
We need to do more sleuthing. I think this weekend, thank you, buddy, we have to go back and find origins. We have to find relatives. We have to find jobs,
And
bosses.
we'll reverse engineer it.
We have to reverse engineer. That was great.
This was a GoFundMe type thing she had.
But she just said that's not her.
It's not her. She doesn't
not
have
her.
cancer, Christine.
That's the thing. Is this chick could make $1 million?
Actually, this
that
just
was
says to
on
cover
Instagram.
phone and food.
phone and food. Let's donate.
Yeah, this wasn't a cancer thing, I don't think.
Well,
She just wants donations.
She has stuff on every platform. She has a Facebook, a TikTok, a YouTube, and an Instagram, but it's
Well,
hard
you
to find any
you
other
gotta get the message
information on
out.
her.
If you were going to give money, I would give it to her before the, what was that porn star that didn't
I
exist?
thought you were going to say Corinne Fisher.
Yeah, I swear to God, I thought you were going to say Corinne for mayor.
I thought you were going to say
I
that.
mean,
Is there anyone? We haven't even dabbled. We got to check back in with Corinne for mayor if there's been any videos. I donated $1,000. We're allowed to make fun of it.
You did.
Yeah.
I got to donate.
I officially did.
Okay.
Because I realized that for a week or so, I was saying I did it because I said to, but I never did it. So then I did it.
So-
She thanked me for getting involved with politics.
She did.
Yeah.
What did she say?
She said that I could speak at the inauguration if she wins.
That's not true.
She said I could crowd work it. She
That
said
is-
that.
That is not true.
That she said that?
You cannot crowd work the inauguration.
Oh, probably. No, I shouldn't, but she did say that I could.
No shit. For $1,000. Wow.
She was touched.
That'd be great. You should film
I
your
want her to
special.
win.
You should do your next special there.
At the governor's mansion?
Have somebody film it. Call it The Bell of the Ball.
Oh, I would love to do my special at the governor's mansion.
That'd be funny if she did
Or
it.
no, not that. Well, she won't live in the governor's mansion. She's the mayor. In the mayor's house.
Gracie Mansion.
Gracie Mansion. But that's like isn't that a brownstone?
No, it's a mansion.
Where?
Up on the upper mid-size side.
What the?
Mid-size sides.
No, we don't do this anymore. We figure it out together. What's it called? Where is it? Let's figure it out together.
I believe it's up on the upper west side, correct?
I thought it was downtown. The last time I said Gracie
Where
Mansion,
is it?
Ed Koch was the mayor.
Where is it?
88th by the
East River. Okay, so it's on the east side, and it's actually a mansion. It's a house.
It's on the east side?
It's on the east side.
That's
Yeah.
the scariest side.
No, not up
At
there.
88th?
Not in Yorkville.
Oh, 88th.
Yeah, that's money. That's old money. The East Side
See,
was.
this guy just told you it was downtown. That wasn't working together.
No, that was working.
This was working together.
Yeah, this was working. And you actually got your chick involved, which I appreciate. You know what I mean?
She looks great too.
She looks awesome today. Her clav is killing it with that little thing over the shoulder.
Clavicle's a motherfucker.
Clav. She get great clavs.
All day, all night.
I mean, a clavicure.
Preaching to the choir, dog.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what you guys are doing, but I do like it.
Yeah. Just trying to keep you together.
We're trying to keep
Do this more.
Just trying to keep you together is all.
I did find a new guy. I don't know if you want to take a look at him maybe later in the show.
Well, maybe later because I do have somebody's on the line calling.
Oh, really?
That before we put him through.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
Before we put him through.
What do we got?
Well, I'll tell you, it's one of my oldest friends.
Hang on, let me get context face.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
It's one of my oldest friends, Glenn.
Oh.
Who, after we were friends since high school, and then after high school, well beyond, still close friends. And Glenn reached out to me a couple weeks ago and said his long-term girlfriend, who's lovely, I've met several times, his long-term girlfriend has a cousin who lives in Denver. Her cousin and her cousin's husband would like to come to the show. Could you get them tickets for the show?
Sounds very, very normal.
Of course, it's not a crazy thing at all. Glenn, can we put Glenn through? Glenn, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, buddy?
Hi,
hey,
Glenn.
man, how you doing?
Hi, Glenn. This
Hey,
is
Bobby, how's it going?
Hey, man. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've never, I mean, this is my first time hearing
This
about
might be
you.
your first time well, not first time hearing. I got a lot of stories.
You got a lot of stories about it, but the first time meeting you and touching base.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen, real quick, Jay's penis?
Oh, probably.
Multiple times.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a Philly answer. Multiple times.
Yeah, dude. I had one of my early stories. Actually, the story that I tell on Ari's show the one time about this girl inviting me and Kurt Metzger and a friend to gangbang her. Glenn was the other guy.
Is this the first time you're announcing that?
No, I told the story on
you
Ari's
say
show.
it's Glenn.
Oh, I say my friend Glenn.
Oh, you
Yeah,
say
yeah,
my friend Glenn?
Yeah, I mean, I don't give
That's
his social
great.
security number or anything. I'm not going to get in trouble.
We have a release.
Just my friend Glenn.
My
It could be
friend-
fictitious. But no, it was Glenn, though.
crazy.
Just so you know, it was Glenn.
You have friends from high school. That's
Yeah.
amazing. All my friends are dead.
Yeah. Well, you only hung out with junkies.
That's true.
So Glenn says, could you get them tickets? Of course.
What does Glenn do now? Do you mind if I stop before we get into the story? What is
Glenn,
it?
you work dispatch, right?
Yeah, I'm a dispatcher for a trucking company.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so he's a man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a man.
Yeah.
I drove,
Glenn was our
I
enforcer.
drove truck for years.
Yeah, Glenn was our enforcer, too. Glenn was like the first out of the car to punch somebody guy.
Right.
It's good to have.
Great to have.
Great to have.
Good name for that, too.
I
Glenn.
know. It was deballing a little when I was younger because Glenn jumped to action faster. So if somebody was fucking up in my house, Glenn was very protective of my house also because my family and him are close. That like he was the guy that would have somebody up against a wall going like, get the fuck out of this house. And I'm like, it looks like I'm just a bitch sitting on the couch going like, get him, baby.
But here's the thing, Jay. Every friend has their job, right?
Glenn's the enforcer.
That was his job.
He was
and
the
you're-
goon.
And you were the first one to go, guys, snacks?
yeah.
Snacks?
The goon, he goes, guys, you want me to order pizza?
You got
Glenn's gooning.
Dude, I mean, this is going to be a rough fight. Let's get some little hot dog wieners.
Ooh, guys, we get those chicken ears from that one place. So he asked, of course, I'll get his long-term girlfriend's cousin, of course, and her husband, of course. So then he hits me up. Glenn hits me up a day or two before. He goes, "Can they meet you after the show? They're going to come to the early show Friday. Can they meet you after the show?" So it's in between shows.
It's all tracks.
Yeah, of course. And the comedy works in Denver unless you're going to go do full meet and greet, which is difficult to do between shows because like they have another show coming in and everything. I was like, yeah, I can't really like come out. So I'm like, but it's Glenn's girlfriend's
cousin
and her
girlfriend
husband.
and the husband.
So I get him tickets and I go, just have them. They can just be brought back in the green room for a little bit. If they smoke weed, I'll smoke a joint with them. I'll bullshit with them for a little bit. Give them a drink, and then say hi and we'll go on our way.
So you give him the Marcus King VIP.
You give them the VIP.
Give them the VIP.
So after the show, I see them outside of the thing, and it's there's a lady out there who seems pretty drunk in the hallway. I didn't know who it was yet, but pretty drunk, pretty loud, and her husband, who's pretty soft-spoken. And this is them. This is the cousin and the husband. So I get him out of the hallway. I bring him in the green room, and they sit down in there. Now, the husband is a fan. He's legit. I don't know if he's going to be a fan after the story, but he's a fan. That's okay. That's okay. I'd understand. But he's a fan. He knows all the shows, all the stuff. He's a big fan.
Right.
I don't know if she's a fan. She's hammered. So
So he's the fan. He said to her, you know him. Can you get us tickets?
I can't tell you the answers to those things, but I can tell you that he was a big fan, and she was like, oh, and you're she's cousins with Glenn's girlfriend. It's like, and how do you know Glenn? Oh, me and Glenn go back since high school. Well, it's a nice enough conversation, but she's hammered, and she's telling me a lot of facts about herself, which is fine. It's conversational. It's fun, but she's drunk out of her mind, and after being in the green room for about 25, 30 minutes, good time, 25, 30 minutes?
Between shows, yeah.
Between shows, I kind of do like hey, let's go smoke a cigarette out in a little side area out there.
At the back door.
At the bottom of the steps.
Bottom of the steps.
In the back door, because no one, I won't be obstructing the line at all. I'll smoke a cigarette with them, talk a little bit more, and then they'll be on their way. She's hammered enough to be doing this thing where she starts repeating stories, and I'm finishing it because I know the thing already. And then when you say it, she gets like her mind's blown. She's like, "What the fuck? How did you?" And you're like, "Yeah, you just told us. You just told us this story 2 minutes ago." And a lot of that. But then I'm asking just questions of just bullshit and getting to know somebody. I go, is Glenn's girlfriend's family, are you guys from here, Denver, and she moved out to Jersey, or are you guys Jersey people and you moved out to, and you guys moved out to Denver? And she makes the most bizarre face at me. It looks like she's having a stroke. Her face just goes frozen almost.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah. I go, no. She just goes, no. And I'm like, no what? Oh, you guys, I go, was the family, you guys are family, but none of the families that you grew up with lived in the same place ever? And she goes, I was supposed to tell you that I was her cousin. And I went, what? She goes, I was supposed to say I was her cousin. I go, why? She goes, that's what I was told to say. I go, well, what are you? And she goes, you don't want to know. And I went, what? The husband's just deafeningly quiet. She goes, you don't want to know? I go, well, I mean, I kind of want to know. And she goes, so over COVID, over quarantine, she was pregnant, I guess, and just home all day doing something. And she goes, I started playing the game Monopoly Go on my phone.
What the fuck are you laughing at?
She started playing Monopoly Go. And Glenn's girlfriend also played Monopoly Go. So they became friends in like a chat of a phone game.
What?
They've never met.
What?
They've never seen each other in person. And to give you some insight on this woman's personality, and again, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that she's obliterated drunk. So this isn't how she is all the time. But in this situation, she goes, and she's one of my closest friends in the world. And I was like, wow, from Monopoly Go a few years ago. And she goes, well, when I had my kid, they found out that I had a tumor behind my eye that had to be removed. And they removed it. And she was like, cancer-free now, and it's blah, blah, blah. It's a great story. And I'm like, oh, that is great. And she goes, and when I was recovering through that, the only person in the world that was there for me was Glenn's girlfriend.
Monopoly Go.
You're coming through the craziest brain surgery of your life, and the only person that's there for you is a person who's never met you. Says a lot about your personality. So then I'm like, all right, guys, well, I got to go back inside, kind of get this show going here, I got to roll. And then she just goes, she's smoking, and she goes, no, we're coming back in.
What?
And I was like, no, I was like, what? I'm just being like politely kind of like, I was like, no, the second show's going to start pretty soon. And so and she's like, so you want us to go? And I was like, well, I just got to get back inside and stuff, and you guys can't hang down here. So I was like, it was great to meet you guys. And then, his 5 handshakes with him, 8 hugs with her, repeating a story again that I finished. I was like, no, I know, you told me this. And she's like, what? How did you know that? And then I was like, and the guy's giving like the mildest, like, hey, babe, I think we saying we have to go. I think we kind of have to go.
He's afraid of her.
I mean, deadly.
He's terrified.
Deathly afraid.
That's a relationship Christine would die for with you.
Absolutely. This, by the way, when you hear my description of where this is going crazy in my mind, you'll hear that. So, and I know this isn't Glenn's personality either, at all. But
Glenn, you still there?
Oh yeah, he's here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I mean, this is.
I just figured out it wasn't her cousin.
He's laughing. You just shut up. You just found out now it's not her cousin.
God. I
Yo.
swear to God.
What?
Yo.
What?
I didn't know.
She didn't
I
tell.
didn't know on Facebook.
Wow. This is dangerous.
You gotta be kidding me.
This is dangerous.
This is dangerous.
So.
This is how people get murdered. This is the beginning of a.
God.
The fact that Glenn didn't know is crazy. So.
Your wife. Is this his wife?
Longtime girlfriend.
Long-time girlfriend told you that this was her cousin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So back to the story. So the guy's doing like the ever so slight, like, hey babe, I think he's saying he's got to get inside. And she's like, yeah, well, we were gonna go back inside. I'm like, did you leave something in the green room? Like, I can get it for you or whatever. Though. And she's like, all right. And then I kind of closed the door, which they can't get back in. Technically, that door locks.
Yeah.
If you lock it. And when you
Thank
close
God.
it. So, yeah. And then they stood out there for a while. And then finally the club was like, yeah, they left. They walked up and went away. So I was like, Jesus.
So you had to check. You were like, hey, did they leave?
Yeah.
Because you were terrified.
Yes. They're already, now they're under false pretenses. They're not. Did you ever see that movie? What was The Visit, where the kids are at the grandparents' house? And then that's the Shyamalan twist.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. You're like, it's not their grandparents.
No.
She shows mom and goes, hey, look, mom, grandma and grandpa are right there. And they go, that's not your grandparents. And they're like, what the fuck?
It's probably not even her boyfriend. That's why he was so scared.
Buddy, I don't know, but this isn't even close to over.
She probably had his real family hostage somewhere.
Yes. Yeah. And you have to pretend to be. Yeah, she was boisterous, dude. She was big personality.
You pretend to be my man, and I'll let them live.
So. This is great. I love that Glenn did this. This makes the punchline of this story is so much better knowing that Glenn doesn't know. Oh, there's substantially more.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Substantially more. So
Her name too.
What?
I was kind of skeptical of her name too.
What was her name?
Breezy Joy.
Breezy Joy?
Buddy.
On my life.
Buddy, you're lying to all of us.
On my life, because here's the thing, by the way, she was so hammered, she kept saying, she goes, they said you were going to give me real shit about my name. And I was like, oh, yeah, it just sounds like you had like hippie parents. And she was like, yeah, but Breezy Joy, right? Like, you got a million things about that. I'm like, I don't really. It's just a goofy name for sure. And then she told me, and that's the thing.
That's her name on Monopoly Go app is Breezy Joy.
100%. But I'll tell you this. Well, no, it's her actual name, but I'll tell you why. She told me why.
Yeah.
In the green room, when she was giving me some of her story, she goes, I was named after, it's a character in a Kenny Rogers movie.
Which one?
Look it up. I don't know. We'll look it up. Maybe The Gambler. But it's a character.
How many did he have?
I don't know. It's a character from that. So later outside, when I was trying to get him to go the first time, she goes, you were going to make fun of my name. You're going to trash it. And I go, no, I mean, if I would have known that it was a Kenny Rogers reference, I would. And she was like, what? How did you know that? No one ever knows it's a Kenny Rogers. And I'm like, you just told me. You told me.
This is taxing.
Oh, so anyway, they leave.
Yeah.
I'm in the green room. Show starts. Host goes on.
No.
Dylan does a guest spot.
No.
Fenoya's on stage.
No.
Fenoya's on stage. Me and Dylan are in the green room.
No.
Green room door just bursts open. Breezy Joy and her beta husband. And they come in and they just take seats. He's standing a little bit. He wants to be there, but he doesn't like the way this is going down at all. But he can't do it. She sits down and just lights a joint, and she's like, yeah. And I went, as soon as they came in and they sat down, I was like, hey guys, I didn't even know they were there still. I was like, hey guys, I don't think the club's really like want you guys to be back here right now. And she was like, no, we just walked back. No one said anything. And I was like, yeah, but I think they just didn't see you. Like, you're not, I think they're going to end up asking you guys to leave. I'm like, are you in this show? They're like, yeah, we're here watching this show. And I was like, all right, well, so you guys got to go back to your seats. I'm just trying to get him out of the room now. I'm like, I'll catch you guys after the show. And I'm telling you, for 15 minutes, it was a back and forth of her going like, the guy's doing this. He's like, babe, I think he's saying we kind of got to go. She's like, if he wants us to go, he'll say to go. Dylan at one point even goes, I think he did. And she was like, no, but we're friends, right? We're friends. And you just know my personality, dude. I'm just doing like I'm like, yeah. And she's like high-fiving me. I'm like, yeah, we're friends. I just like, I'm going on stage in a little bit. She's like, yes, so we'll go out there when you go on stage. Just like bombarding the room. And it's like for 15 minutes until I was telling you, I was on the cusp of like almost like the flabbergasted, like, how are you acting like this?
Right.
Like, I don't know what else I could do for you. I got you guys tickets. I got you in. I got you drinks. Come on, man. Like,
this is terrifying.
But before I can do that, the guy was just like, come on, I think we got to go. I was like, yeah, you guys like got to go out there. And then they went out that side door to smoke again, and then went back in the showroom, I guess. And the manager was like, I'm so sorry. I thought they was already on your list and it was fine. I go, no, it's fine. I didn't say anything to you guys, but I'm like, they're hammered. I mean, if they cause a problem like during the show, like you can kick them out. Like if you have to ask me, and they did get kicked out.
They got kicked out. She got kicked out. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, but she got kicked out. And then they were like, I had to wait 45 fucking minutes in the club because they were just outside waiting
for you.
It was crazy.
So you were just a little scared, Jay, inside the club.
So let me tell you here. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I gotta stop for a second.
Go ahead.
So you were hiding in the club.
Well, we were saying and they're bullshitting and stuff like that until they were gone because I didn't want to go out and just have another thing. Like, guys, it's enough.
Couldn't you sneak out the back? Did you have a disguise you could jump into?
Yeah, I had a funny mustache. I had a mustache and glasses. So they're outside, and the staff knows them at this point. They go, they're still out there. And then they were blocking a bike lane. They were asked to move from there. So here's the best part of that. So the night goes, listen, anything like that happens too. And you know us, like what we do for a living, moments like this.
Right.
You're like, the story's worth all of it. So who gives a shit? Mm-hmm. But the punchline of the thing, and let me say this first. I was going to give Glenn the only shit I was going to give you at all for this, because I know this wasn't your intention at all. The only shit I was going to give you was to say as a teaching moment, I'll get you tickets for whoever you ever want me to get tickets for. You're one of my oldest friends. If I can get the tickets, I'll get them. But you got to let me know who I'm dealing with. But the fact that you thought it was her cousin makes this funny because Glenn didn't know. But also, what's great about it is the next day I'm at the airport, and the airport's a fucking nightmare. I told you guys my thing was they unboarded us off the plane after an hour. I was asleep for an hour, and then they got up. They're like, everyone's getting off the plane. They didn't know if they were going to have a new plane. It was over, and I'm sitting in the middle of that, the airplane, and Glenn goes, yo, man, they said thank you and said they had a blast. I was like, I wrote back, I'm like, dude, what? I go, they were a crazy problem all night. Shit, dude.
Oblivious.
So the moral of the story is doesn't even think. Glenn didn't know either, and that is fucking hilarious. Yeah. Tell your girlfriend, she's lovely. Tell her by all means. No, that's not her.
Oh, damn.
It's IE, I believe. Wait, go back to it. Maybe it is.
If that's her, it's exact. I mean,
It seemed exactly like the person that would.
Exactly like the person. If you were to make the person out of your description, that looks like it's some.
No, this girl was
chick who's friends with her teddy bear.
It does look like it could be her, but it's not. This girl was heavier.
Wow, you sure that's not her?
No, it's IE. Do IE, not EY.
That chick definitely has done what you. That girl has done the same shit. Wow.
Glenn, please tell your girlfriend if she has somebody she wants to get tickets for, get tickets. But if I knew it was Monopoly Go friends, I would have been like, hey, I'm not going to meet them, but like I'll get them tickets. I'll get them a couple drinks. It was the film Six Pack.
Six Pack, good movie about the kids.
From the Kenny Rogers movie Six Pack. Dude, that is fucking so hilarious.
So she's one of the kids. Is that the name? Breezy Joy?
I guess.
The character
If I
Breezy
would've
Joy
done
is
the same,
played.
I would have said the same thing.
Oh my God, dude.
Buddy. Glenn, you put your friend's life at risk.
Oh my God.
Is that her?
No.
Oh God.
That's not it either.
God damn it.
I know. Listen, I'm gonna...
Glenn, you almost took your friend's life. How do you feel about that, Glenn?
I would have been on the first plane to Denver.
To do what? Pick up his body?
But I gotta say this too. That's what I say about the beta male thing. You're not supposed to fucking hit your lady, lay hands on her, but there should be something in the male-female dynamic. In the chance, I said, your wife, if you got obliterated and we're causing a problem, your wife can only do so much as far as trying to stop you. She can stand in front of you, yell at you, tell you to stop. There it is.
Oh, God.
There she is.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But I'll tell you this.
What, heavily filtered, I promise you.
Heavily filtered, but heavily packed in the chest.
Oh, yeah, she has big fat tits for sure.
Yeah, she's got big, fat, juicy ones. I mean,
but the husband, again, my thing with the husband is, and
this is what's scary about this. There's only 10 posts.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
227 friends. Although I tell you what, we could light her up with friends right now. Just blow her fucking mind. No, I know we're not gonna give her last name.
I was saying it's because I'm not friends with her that we're only seeing what we're seeing.
Oh, okay. So become friends.
Listen, her best friend who helped her through a cancer treatment is a person she met on Monopoly Go. She's never seen in her life. Oh my God, dude!
Do you know? Hey, Glenn, have you talked to her? Do you know her?
No, I really don't know her.
Oh,
I just talk to her as thinking it's Anna's cousin.
Wow, that's so weird. Why would your girlfriend tell you that it's her cousin?
She probably thought it was she was making a big ask. Maybe she thought if it was a family member, it would be better.
It's not like asking to go to the Oscars. It was a show in the Denver Comedy
That's what I'm
Works.
saying. It's like I think people don't also realize how accessible these things are.
Yeah, it's very accessible. I mean,
like if I get you tickets, I'm only giving you like what, $25, $35 value. I don't know. I guess maybe they're more some places. But
it was like her cousin's husband is like a big fan of him, and I'm like, I'll see what I can do.
But at some point,
that
guy sitting there while she was doing that, and how many times for 10 of the minutes, he was saying like, I think we're supposed to get out of here, and she's like, no, we're fine. And I was like, at what point, dude? I go, if this was Christine doing that, I promise, especially if we were that level of like she was that drunk and he wasn't that drunk, it would be like, yo, let's go.
Yeah, I would have been
enough.
We're
going.
there.
Let's go right now. And if she didn't go and she's acting like that, I'd probably get her by the jacket. And if she was like, "Don't put your hands on me," and I'd leave without her.
Nah, I'd grab.
I'd go, but there's no fucking way.
I would goon hand Dawn's elbow.
Yeah, exactly.
I would grab right behind the elbow bone, push up just a little bit, and walk her out of that fucking thing like a child.
You're embarrassing us both.
I would have been smiling, but grinding through my teeth. Listen, you fucking idiot. You're fucking embarrassing me in front of my friends. We're going to the fucking car, and you're shutting your fucking mouth, and we're going home.
Glenn didn't know it wasn't her cousin. It was hilarious.
That way, if anybody took video of me doing that, they would see me smiling and think, oh, they look fine.
Son of a bitch,
look
that's
at
funny.
these. Can I say what?
Jay had no idea he was causing relationship drama.
No idea.
Listen to me. Those eyes.
Yeah. Psychotic.
I'm going to tell you right now. You got away with murder. Your murder.
Yeah.
They
waited outside for me for an inordinate amount of time.
Not only this, she found out that she doesn't need to get tickets. She can just walk in, walk into the green room.
When she said that was the funniest line.
You will see her again.
It's funny to me. I go, I don't think you're allowed to come back here. She goes, we just walked back.
Yeah.
Well, everyone thought
you
they
will
were
see
with
her
you.
again, buddy. I guarantee she'll be back.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Oh, she's the Terminator.
Oh.
You'll look.
Whenever I look out into the trees and I see two eyes, I'll think it's her.
Do you know how terrifying it's going to be to go back to Denver now?
Yeah.
Because
Is it a wolf? Is it a breezy joy? Oh, it's just a hyena.
You're going to look out in the crowd and see those eyes.
I'm terrified to go back to Denver.
You should be. I mean, she's coming for you.
I'm gonna do an 18-month cycle on that. Hope they forget.
She's coming for you.
Maybe she'll be in prison by then for killing somebody else. It was batshit crazy. It was the second craziest, and the other one was people I brought when the strippers hit the ladies at what's his name, Brian Regan. I told you that story before.
No, what happened?
I definitely told you that story before.
Oh, what happened?
I brought two strippers, or I didn't bring two strippers. A guy I know who owned a strip club brought his bartender and two strippers, and they talked, and then they punched an old lady in the thing, and I invited them. So I know. Christine will tell you this. Most of the problems I have like this, Glenn, just so you know, it's why I'm not upset at all, has been self-inflicted. When we were at Denver Improv a couple times ago when Christine was with me, a girl and her husband came in the green room. They were drunk enough that the girl kept showing us all her pussy and tits, and why that didn't make me realize, while this was awesome, they should probably leave pretty soon. I was like, hey, if you guys want to sneak in for the next show, I can get you. They were removed before the show started. I think physically had to be removed.
Such a weird.
But I'm like, well, she showed her pussy. She seems nice enough, right?
From the top of the crack of my vagina to the very top of the crack of my ass.
This breezy girl looks like she could be related to Ev.
Oh, dude, she's definitely Evan's cousin. She definitely thinks the government's poisoning her, without a doubt.
It's funny if this was this is what Ev looked like back in the day.
I promise you.
Yeah.
I know. I've met Glenn's girlfriend several times now, and I'm telling you, she does not refer to this as her best friend for sure. But Breezy Joy thinks Glenn's girlfriend is borderline family, is how tight she thinks they are, and they met on Monopoly Go.
Glenn, you got to figure this out because I mean, listen, bro, your girl could be in danger.
What if she had her come to your house to stay under the pretense it's her cousin, and then she watches you guys sleep for 3 hours and stabs you both?
Yeah, buddy, you're gonna have to check your Ring camera. You're gonna see those eyes in front of your fucking door late at night. Hey, I'm here.
Like that off my list.
Oh my God! Well, I love you, buddy. Thanks for calling in. I wanted to tell it to you on air. I thought you'd get a kick out of it. Go.
I definitely did on this one.
You're gonna have to go ask. You're gonna have to go ask your chick about her family tree and give her a real. These branches far fall.
That's a little far. I figured that one.
Oh my Lord! We'll talk to you soon, buddy.
All right. Nice talking to you. Love you guys.
Take care.
Bye, buddy.
Later.
Nice to meet you, Glenn. Personally,
Go Birds,
dude.
Go Birds.
I love that you have regular friends too. Isn't that great?
Well, Glenn's one of the few, I'd say, really, that I'm still in pretty regular touch with.
I love regular friends.
Well, it's funny, we hadn't seen each other. We'd see each other probably a couple years would go by in a clip where we wouldn't see each other. Now I've sort of last year I made it a point. I was like, me and Glenn went to an Eagles game. I was like, I should still see my buddies who aren't, just because they're not in my everyday life.
Squares, man.
Yeah,
I have a couple squares I hang out with. Don't have to talk about comedy or fucking,
What I've always loved too is
bullshit.
Glenn's also a rare friend. Not that I have friends that are jealous of me or anything. I don't say that, but Glenn doesn't have a downplay of it at all. Like when we went to that Eagles game, when people do recognize me, he's stoked on that. Which I think's awesome.
Yeah,
he's proud of me. He's not like,
sure.
You think you're better than me, dude? He doesn't have that.
Yeah,
which I think's nice.
I have Big Shoulders Joe.
Yeah,
a friend of mine, which I love hanging with because we'll just talk about bullshit.
Yeah,
yeah. And plus, he helps me.
Man.
Yeah, if Dawn needs something opened.
How old are me and you're going to be still looking for daddy?
Well, I don't think it's ever going to... Here's the thing, Jay. It's never going to end.
Well, my thing is I'm not looking for daddy. Daddy, as far as the father role and give me a lot of things, my stepfather handled it great. He just doesn't happen to know also. He had a shitty father.
Yeah.
So weightlifting, cursing, hilarious, only white people in the room racism. But he never was able to show me how to fix a car or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Such a great thing to just fly out of your mouth. Weightlifting, cursing, only white people in the room, racism.
The okay kind.
Yeah.
It was the 90s. There wasn't racism.
What do they call that? It's called not racist. It's called, what's the other word for it, Jay?
It's not racist.
It's not racist.
Bigot?
It's bigot. Fuck. What happened?
I don't know, but it's we're connected on a level. I mean, two people vibrating. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, you smell fantastic.
Tom Ford.
God damn it. I want to buy it, but I don't want to buy it because it's you. And I want you to be you.
Get a different Tom Ford.
I don't.
They got a lot of goodies.
No, because when I smell it, I want to think of you.
Oh.
I don't want to think of me.
No, but there's different Tom Fords.
I don't want it. I want you to be Tom Ford.
I'll be Tom Ford.
Yeah.
How great, that story was.
It's great. I mean, it's terrifying to me.
Yeah.
Because the fact that she met some crazy chick she's never met online. So the fact there's so much detail, there's so much reality that she doesn't know real, like what's true, what's not, what she's done in the past, and she has Manson lamps. She has that 1,000-yard stare.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Hang
You
on,
know what I mean?
Fenoya. I know Fenoya might be listening because he's driving. If you're listening, call in 866-969-1969.
How do you know he's driving? Does he have a day job? What?
No, he landed today.
Oh, okay.
From the thing. No, he told me he'd be driving or he'd be
Hi, Mikey.
available for this because.
So Mikey was there.
No, Mikey was there, but Mikey's also the husband did a pretty fucking funny thing to Mikey, which is great. Because I mean, they infiltrated the room, and Mike doesn't keep anything inside. If he thinks he's keeping inside, it's all over his fucking face completely. So he came in that green room, and there's smoke and shit in there and stuff like that. And he just like almost like about faced and just vanished for the second half of the show. But
Mikey's a good guy to have if something does go down because he has inner rage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He's got
yeah
really secret rage. He keeps in little boxes.
Oh, absolutely. Mikey's rated on cork. Yeah, if he goes, he's gonna kill.
Yeah, he has to.
He'll be punching and like crying, like that kind of punching.
Yeah, he likes all that hippie music. That just keeps him. That keeps the Hulk inside. You know what I mean? He doesn't really like that music. He has to listen to that music, or he'll murder everybody. 866-969-1969, Mikey. Yeah, that's terrifying, Jay. It's terrifying that they came back in though, because if I came back to my dressing room and they were in my dressing room, I would snap. I'd be like, listen, bitch, you got to go and you got to get your shit together. Get the fuck out of here right now. I'd be done. That would scare because I would be scared. I wouldn't be mad. I'd be scared that. This fucking crazy
when they
person.
Said, here's the thing. Again, now knowing what the thing was,
you let them go. Did they get free tickets for the next show?
I think they came in just like, they assumed, even though I only had them for the 7:30 show, they probably assumed like I meant to put them in for both shows, or they're my people, so of course
they got VIP.
Sold out shows, by the way.
Yeah, well, not apparently. So they took a couple chairs.
Well, they'll get them in. That's what I'm saying. They'll make sure they get them in. So, yeah, but it was a real like fucking like horror movie moment. I felt that was just weird because her face, because if you could see this, you saw her face.
Yeah.
Now picture it's not filtered and like hammered, you know what I mean? Drinking excessively. And I go, so your cousins, are you from here or is everyone's from there and you moved here or something? And she's just like, she didn't know how to answer. She's like, she didn't know how to lie anymore. She's like, yeah, she Phantom of the Opera face me. And I was like, are you okay? I'm like, what? And she goes, I was told to say I was her cousin. Yeah.
This is nuts.
Turn off the light. Christine, lower the lights.
No. Put her eyes up on the screen. Can you just put her eyes up on the screen?
Hang on. Turn the lights off, Christine. I was told to say I was her cousin.
What? Why would you do that?
I was told to say I was her cousin.
Why? I don't understand.
I don't know her.
Why are you looking like that?
I don't even know her.
What?
And I'm already in. It was goddamn terrifying.
It's terrifying in this room. Turn the lights on. It's freaky.
He said his girlfriend said she's sorry. She didn't think it would go like an act like that. Yeah, of course.
His girlfriend said that.
Yeah.
She had to know she's a fucking mental patient.
I would argue she doesn't. I would argue she doesn't know that.
There's no way.
They're Facebook typing.
But here's the thing. There's no way they didn't talk on the phone.
Of course.
And there's no way that she has an act like that. You can't just, for 2 years, be good and then that happens. Do you know what I mean?
They never got
Probably
together.
never seen her drunk.
Yeah.
What?
They never got together.
Yeah.
They've never been together.
So yeah, but she's been together on a Saturday. They're best friends, Jay. That's her best friend.
They've never ever been in presence of each other.
She's never cheated on Monopoly Go. She's never she never lost her mind drunk on a Saturday night on Monopoly Go.
Dude, I was the joke I was making with that.
That's even more scary. If she's never ever done anything, and then this is the first thing with a human being live, and that's scarier.
I was saying when she came, she was like, she was the only one who cared about me when I had my cancer treatment. She goes, She put a hotel on Baltic Avenue for me. She kept collecting the rent on the railroads and all of my 200 passcodes.
Okay, keep making fun of her. I mean, yeah.
You have to have the shittiest personality in the world. The only person who's there for you when you go. The fact that your family couldn't put anything you did behind them. That you just had a tumor pulled out of your fucking brain. And they go talk to your Monopoly friend.
Yeah, but now they go, hey, go talk to your Monopoly and stand-up comedian friend, Jay.
Dude, I told her we were friends 8 times and high-fived her.
And you are.
And that is Bond in this lunatic's world.
You are her choice comedian now. I hope she starts following you like the dead.
The poor husband. The poor husband.
What a sap.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do, man? Look at those.
No, but I mean, he wanted... The thing is, Jay, he wanted to be there, too, which is sad. Like, he got the message, but wanted to be there.
Yeah, I agree
crazy.
with you. No, I said that too. He wanted to be there.
Yeah.
He was hoping that her bullish, I guess, behavior was going to have him catch there, but because it was on light suggestion, he would go, I think it'd almost be like, hey, you guys have to go. And he'd be like, I think he's saying we have to go. And she's flat out going, no, he's not. It was crazy.
Well, yeah, because his family is in a basement somewhere.
We got Fenoya.
Why?
We got Fenoya.
Fenoya.
We only have a few minutes here before break, so I want to make sure we get this in because Mikey had a good thing I didn't see detail because Mikey didn't know who they were yet either.
Hi, Mikey.
Mikey, there, buddy?
Hey, guys.
How are you?
Yo, what's up?
So am I correct that the dealing you had with them was before they came in the green room at all, right? Like you didn't know that was the guests.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah,
World's best fans? Yeah, I had no idea.
So can you tell them what they did to you when you had your merch set up?
So I was set up. Bobby, you know how like right outside the green room door, there's like the hallway to go out. Everybody leaves out the back.
Yeah.
I'm set up over there. I got my whole thing set up. I'm neatly folding my T-shirts, and stacking my stickers.
Because you're a man. You're an honorable man.
That's right. And and I'm standing over there, and she walks up first and just hacks a loogie. She goes like across my face.
Oh God!
While her boyfriend or husband or whatever starts rifling through my shit.
Oh no!
And he's going, "Is all this free?"
Oh my God!
But he asks after everything he opens. He opens like the shirt up completely and just lays it out and goes.
He opens the shirt, shakes it open, looks at it. Like knocks the like Jenga tower knocks over my stickers. He goes, "Are these free? Is all this free?" And I go, "No." And then he goes, "I don't want it." And he like put it back down.
And then he just put it all down and without refund and just walked away. And then, by the way, walked 2 steps to the right, his left. And then I opened the door to the green room and they were like, "These are your guests." And I was like, "Get in here, you guys."
And right away, my spidey sense was like, yo, these people suck. So I walk out towards the front and I call Jay like later on. I tried to get him out of there. I go, "Do you want me to rescue you?" And he's like, no, I'm outside. It's cool, whatever. Because I think like you found a way to escape them. Because I think you were trying to get them to leave.
I had them outside down the stairs. Yeah. I had them out there already. But I was like, and they're getting ready to go. But I'm telling you, that was right before I got the. Can you give me the nefarious music again, please? The evil music. He goes, "We're not cousins. We're not cousins at all."
You liars. They Kaiser Soze you, dude.
I was told to tell you I was her cousin.
Jesus.
But I'm not. So you're just a close friend of hers. I've never met her. I've never seen her before in my life. She has no idea what I become.
She knows I'm just a thimble. And she's a shoe.
No, listen, I always said I want to give people benefit of the doubt. She has a 2-year-old, I guess, at home or something.
God.
She's out there. She's cutting loose. But I mean, she should stop drinking. That's what it does. Yeah. It's not any better than that any other time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just does not handle. The guy, unfortunately for him, he was just fucking ate the shit while she just.
Because she's probably. I've dated girls like this where
she hits him. Yeah, I agree.
No, sexually, it's awesome.
No.
You have.
Nope.
Let me. Why is she that? She look. I mean, this photo that you're showing me here.
Sure.
Looks. her juicy
Right.
jugs.
It's one of 2 pictures she's posted to the world.
She got nice lips. Her eyes are psychotic, but they're
It's
still
one.
big and green.
How many pictures do you have? It's one of 2 pictures.
Yeah.
She gives to the universe.
Okay, so she
Online.
doesn't, and the other one is spiders.
Right.
Okay, that's terrifying.
2 pictures.
So she doesn't look
that
this,
picture and spiders.
She's not this cute. She's not this cute.
What? I mean, that's a little more.
That's cute.
Bobby,
what?
We were on such the same page today.
All right, let me ask you a question. You don't think that's cute?
It's one of 2 pictures she gives to the world.
I like the little shirt with the little gold.
Bobby, you
rings.
like trash, dude.
I
you
do.
like,
I
but not
do.
just. I'm not talking about trashy, buddy.
I do. I will. I'm going
Buddy,
to say
a
it.
slut wouldn't wear that shirt.
I want a slut, trashy bitch.
No, that's not what that is. This is
I want a fucking-
fat slut shirt,
I want a
dude.
fat slut, Jay.
Okay, all right.
I am admitting it right now. A fat slut is in my wheelhouse. I haven't had sex in a year and a half. I need something.
Oh, you
and I will
definitely could have broke
lower.
off Breezy Joy.
I will lower it all. I will bring it down to the gutter.
Maybe Glenn can give you her number.
No, because we'll wind up killing each other.
I mean,
you want to know what the best thing was? You want to know what the best thing
What,
was?
her vampire
When,
widow peak?
She's really just Eddie Munster.
She really does have Eddie Munster
when
widow
Jay
peak.
was on stage, when Jay was on stage for the second show, the club was getting calls that they were hanging out in the bike lane outside.
Well, they were
like lurking.
They were kicked out, I think, right?
Yeah, they were kicked out because they snuck back in.
Yeah.
So they snuck back in. They tried to
They
see
were
the
hanging
show.
out outside the club.
Okay, and then they kicked them out. Did they kick them out for being in the show, being unruly, or they just kicked them out because they came back in?
Maybe they realized they came back in. They didn't have tickets or something.
Right.
I don't know. But something would tell me they
They
didn't buy
headed
tickets.
back to the green room. They headed back to the green room. Like
Oh, yeah.
now they were road crew.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nuts. But they were kicked out and they hung out outside. Yeah, but they hung out outside. I said they were there up to about 45 minutes after the show.
That's just
That's how you get backstage.
Terrible.
Act like you're
like
supposed
you've
to be
you've
there.
been there before.
Hey, Mike, real quick, you don't sell the stickers though; those are free, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Hey, all this you heard it here first, everybody. For the next 2 months, all Mike's merch is free. Everything's free.
Just go up and grab it, but you don't get to pick the size.
Unfurl it. Eddie Munster peak.
He throws a shirt. He throws a shirt in the air and then grabs everything off the table to distract.
Anything you want to plug, Mikey?
Glenn's phone number
Nice.
is no. Yeah, follow my podcast. Are We Old at Mike Fenoya, and I love you both.
Hell yeah, love you, buddy.
Love you, Mikey.
Bye.
Bye. We'll be right back with more Bonfire
We will.
after these messages.
Never break.